Hey y'all, what's up? So I'm coming back to talk about what healing looks like individually, and I'm just gonna jump right into it because this could probably be a long video. If it cuts off on Instagram, I will be posting it to my YouTube, and that's Charmed by Chantel, same name, so you can check it out if you like. Um, but like I was saying, let's get right into it. So healing, what it looks like individually. Um, it is it varies per person. Whatever it is that you are trying or attempting to heal, it's going to look different per person. You cannot expect your healing to look the same as someone else's. But there are certain characteristics to healing that are pretty much the same, okay? Um and the deeper the wound or whatever it may be, um that's going to definitely tell the severity too of how your healing will go, how much you are willing to do the work as well, because it takes work. Healing is mostly action. It's not just praying about something and it fall out the sky. That's just not how it works. I mean, you definitely have to put in some action when it comes down to it. You have to do some work, and so um whatever, like I said, whatever the severity is and how much other work you're willing to do, that is what your healing will look like and what it will depend on. Also, I would like to say, first of all, everybody, that healing is not gumdrops, teddy bears, rainbows, and nothing like that. I don't sugarcoat shit. It is ugly as fuck. You are gonna go through some of the ugliest shit that you've ever been through in your life. And speaking on my behalf, I went through some stuff, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But if you have anything within you that needs to come out and it is lying dormant, whether that be your gifts and your talents, whether that be a sickness, whether that be any mental issues, all of this shit is coming up and coming to the surface so it can be resolved. You can't run from it. I saw a meme that said you can't sleep it away, you can't fuck it away, you can't eat it away, you can't shop it away, you can't do none of that stuff. Oh, that thing ugly. I cut myself. But anyway, um, you can't do none of that shit. Like, you gotta actually sit with that shit. And you gotta take the time to fucking deal with it. Um, And the thing is, I tell everybody too, if you ain't ready to heal, don't start the shit. Because if you start it and then you stop at a certain point, you're gonna stifle yourself. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna get stuck. Have you ever seen those older people who, no disrespect to nobody, but this is an example. Have you ever seen those older people who are probably 60, 70 years old and they still talking about the same shit that happened to them when they was 10 years old or 20 years old, or a relationship that went sour when they was in they late 20s or something like that? These people stopped working on themselves. They blocked themselves from, from moving forward in life. And it's a hindrance. It's a real hindrance. So you don't want to stop it. You want to keep going. You do not want to stop it. You got to be okay with walking alone. Healing is a lonely road. You are going to lose family. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose yourself a whole bunch of goddamn times. But just to refine yourself and get your footing back and regain yourself. I can speak for myself because I've done it a whole bunch of times. I'm still in another phase of my healing where I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But I also have learned to recognize it so I can be able to do what I have to do. But you're going to walk alone. A lot of people that you used to relate to, you ain't going to relate to them no more. The more you heal, you will not relate to them. People, places, things. You might not even like the same food you used to like, the same clothes. You're going to emerge a totally new person. And to me, that's the beautiful thing about healing. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to look different to people. And they're going to look at you and be like, I don't know if I want to be around her no more. And then it's another thing, like, you'll start to offend people. And you don't even know why you are offending them. Like I said, these are characteristics that are pretty much common for the healing process, but it's still gonna look different. So don't expect everything to go exactly like what I'm saying. Just take this how it resonates with you and how it goes with you, okay? Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. Okay, things, like I said, things that's lying dormant in you, your talents, your gifts, your talents, your gifts, and things like that, they are gonna come to the surface. And they come to the surface because this is the will of God in the universe, so that you can use them. You have not used them all of your life, and they're gonna help you with this healing. They're gonna help you get through life, and they're gonna help you actually get to the point to where you could potentially earn a living with them, but you have to get comfortable with them. I didn't start out reading tarot. That was something that I did not even think about. But I've always had claircognizance, the gift of knowing, ever since I was little. So it came natural to me, and now I actually enjoy it. But that's just an example of what I'm saying. You will have setbacks. It'll feel like you took 2 steps forward and 5 steps back at times, but no, you actually are moving forward, and some of the times that you think you're not moving forward, you actually are. So I can say from experience, just keep pushing. Don't be afraid. Trust the universe. And I'm telling you this because at times I didn't know what was going on. Just a lot of situations and a lot of things that are my reality made me feel that way. I'm actually learning, and I have learned to trust the universe, because every single thing that I have gone through, God has brought me out. And let me say this, because a lot of people, this is a side note, a lot of people hear you say the universe and they think you on some new spiritualism type shit. No. God, the angels, your ancestors, the stars, all of that make up the universe. We make up the universe. The universe is inside of us. So you have to be a little bit foolish to think that God does everything on his own, or her own, or its own, whatever way you want to look at it, because nothing is without masculine and feminine energy. But you have a guardian angel that was assigned to you when you were born. So this is a part of your universe. This is a part of God's universe. This is a part of the divine plan. So when people say the universe, stop getting it twisted and want to act like these folk the devil because they talking about the universe. Okay, moving on. Fuck that. Just understanding is everything. Try to understand some stuff. Things will change. Like I just said, things will change. A lot of things will change within your reality. Like I said, you won't relate. Some of the things that you may have had before, my eyes just running, Jesus, but some of the things that you had before, you might not want them no more. And that go down to relationships, friendships, things, all that. You may not want them no more. That's why a lot of people go through healing. They wind up being vegans and all kind of stuff like that, because they just don't relate to certain things no more. Let's see. You may go through a spiritual awakening. There are physical awakenings, there are emotional awakenings, but a spiritual awakening, like I said, you may come into a deeper knowing of who you are and who God created you to be, and also who God is to you. So you may come into a spiritual awakening. Okay, let's see what else I wrote down here. Another thing about healing is the more you heal, you'll start to notice in other people what you have healed. So let's say you used to be alcoholic. Let's just say that, and you have been sober, and you were the kind of alcoholic you hid it from people. When you see another person who's an alcoholic, and you'll know immediately that that person is an alcoholic and they hide it. You gonna know. But the thing is, healing is you heal so you can help to heal others. So, you seeing that in that person, they gonna know. They gonna recognize it immediately, because you can't get over it. Can't get past it. So they gonna notice immediately, and that's gonna spark a change in them. So you become a mirror to everybody that you meet. And we already mirrors to people that we meet anyway, but sometimes it's unbeknownst to us. But once you start healing and you start seeing certain stuff, you gonna know. You gonna be like, yeah, I see that. Like, I'm sure some people that heal from some shit that I haven't healed from yet, and they can see it in me, you know. But it just is what it is. Let's see. I talked about that. Okay, so you will feel much freer once you heal certain things that's been keeping you down for years and years and years. You will feel much lighter, you'll feel much freer, and you'll be much more at peace. You'll start learning what inner peace is, and that inner peace will allow you to live in this world a little easier. You won't have, some of the hang-ups that you used to have. You'll pretty much be happy and freer to be who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, and you won't give a fuck. Especially the older you get. You won't give a damn at all. And you'll be happy to be shedding all this dead weight that you'll have within. Your fears will come to the surface. And they will come to the surface more than once. You may have some crises. A couple of crises in your life. You may have a couple times, like I said, where you won't know if you're going or damn coming. But from my experience, I can honestly tell y'all, as far as that go, just keep going. Because you have to go through those uncomfortable points to get to your comfort zone. And healing is continuous. That's another thing I'll say. You ain't gonna never be so healed that you like, oh, I'm done. Nope. You going on to the next phase. That's why you age. That's why it's called growth. So, you're gonna always be healing something. During the healing process, there are levels. So you are going to be tested by God and the universe on things that you have, quote unquote, healed from, and to see if you've really healed from, and to see if you got to do some more work. So the universe will test you. Let's say you have a situation, I'm gonna go for the guys, where y'all are addicted to thoughts, and God is telling you it's time for you to find your kingdom wife or whatever it may be, and you can't stop messing with these hoes. You get yourself clean and straight, you ain't had sex, you've been celibate, and then all of a sudden, here come Big Booty Judy. And she gonna see what you gonna do. Gonna tempt you hard. But God gonna see, are you really ready for this wonderful woman to come into your life? Or are you going to continue to mess with these women that don't want nothing from you? So you going to be tested. And that go for women too. I mean, nobody is obsolete from any damn thing when it come down to healing. Like I just said, people will see you some type of way. Like I said, you will offend them because they don't understand what it is that the hell you are doing. They, because people expect us to be who we are. Even like our family, they expect us to be the child who they took care of, or who they were taken to school or to the circus and all that kind of stuff. They expect you to be that person all the time. They don't see you as growing up. So anything that you do to actually grow could become uncomfortable to them. And it just is what it is. You love them, whoever they may be, friend, family, foe. You love them anyway, and you just keep doing what you do, because like I said, healing is for you. And I'm telling y'all this stuff out of damn experience. This is what I went through. I went through some damn times where I was angry, and all this stuff was coming up for me to be able to address it. So I've gotten to a point now where I'm very like at peace and I'm happy. And as soon as I got at peace and happy, some of the things that I was going through that was keeping me from this place where I am right now, the doors open up for me to be able to move to another level. So the quicker that you can address certain things, the quicker you can ascend and you can move on to another level of healing. Like I said when I was talking earlier about these older people that we know, they chose to stay where they were. And even though it sounds kind of ugly to say that, but everything in life is a choice, and it starts with you. So if you choose to sit around and still be bitter about some shit, that shit can run on for 10 years. And next thing you know, you turned around and looked around like, what time go? And you'd have missed out on so many blessings and so many things because you chose to stay in that bitter part of your life. And when I was getting angry, I'm not that kind of person. So it fucked with me bad. And I mean, I'm Aries. Yeah, I do get angry, and I do get to the point to where I want to cuss a motherfucker out. But I started getting to the point where, like, I don't walk around angry and having that kind of shit in my heart all the time. So I was like, this ain't right. This ain't none of me. And the people who were triggering it in me as well, they became my mirrors. But at the same time, I had to learn the difference between, are they triggering me for me to continue to work on myself in this way, or are they triggering me because this is someone that I have to let go? Because in certain situations during the healing process, you're gonna have to learn how to let go of certain things and people, and it is what it is. Like I said, you'll begin to have a certain inner peace and joy to yourself. It's beautiful. Not caring. And people will see you as you nonchalant, you lazy, you don't give a fuck about nothing. And they'll see you going through this process, and they'll see certain things falling away from you. Like, for example, during my healing process, I lost my home. I lost my marriage. I lost a lot of friends. I did have a lot of family that don't mess with my ass at all no more. But I've learned that I love them anyway. The things that I lost, I am now beginning to gain because I really don't give a fuck about the kind of stuff because my soul and my peace is so much more valuable than any other stuff that I lost. But it's a beautiful thing. And I also, like I said in my other video, I don't worry about that stuff no more, because I know eventually God will replace it with something better. He never takes anything away without giving you something better. So you just have to trust. And also, don't be trying to put a time frame on your healing. Um, you don't know how long it's gonna take. You don't know. Um, you know you're gonna be at different phases. You don't know how long it's gonna take. But one thing that I would love for everybody to know again is to be patient with yourself. I don't have much patience with myself. Well, I could say I used to not have a lot of patience with myself. I'm not 100% there, but I've learned to have more patience with myself because um, it benefits me. So I don't really have to be like, oh, I gotta rush and do this and I gotta do this because I don't, we feel like we don't have time sometimes. But if we don't enjoy the time, we still losing the time. So we have to just enjoy the moment that we're in. I'm learning to enjoy the moment. I've had a lot of things to occur during my healing process. A lot of people that I've met that have helped me gain my patience. One person that I met that's very important helped me to gain patience with myself and with certain situations, and just to not be in a rush for everything. So you will definitely get inner peace. You will that peace that surpasses everything. And like I said, people will judge you because they'll look at you like, well, what the fuck she sitting down for? And what the fuck she doing this for? And why she ain't go here? And why she ain't say that? You begin to pick your battles. You begin to understand yourself a whole lot. You begin to understand the ways of the world. You begin to understand a whole lot of things that a lot of people in society do not understand because we have been conditioned that way. So you start to fall away from that conditioning. So you just get a peace. And that peace, I'm going to tell you about mine. I'll be damned if somebody disturb it. Because I done fought hard for it. I done fought so hard for it. Like I said, I just giving an example. I lost my home. I lost my marriage. I lost friends. I did have some family that don't fuck with me at all. I had illness to come up to be healed. A lot of your chakras gonna start aligning, and whatever's blocking that chakra, it's gonna have to come out, and God gonna make it come out. That's what my heart chakra was like. God was like, nah, you too good of a person, and you've been hurt, so now you're gonna block your heart. And they give you chances to kind of get stuff together and kind of do it on your own. But if you start to not do it on your own, they almost force you. And then that's when you see people's lives start crumbling, and they never really gain the footing to it because they never really focus on it like they should. I had some shit happen to me, and I didn't want to focus on it at all. But it kept coming back. It kept coming back until finally I just said, shh, let me go and deal with this right now, because it's getting to me. So it will definitely, like, these things will poke at you and eat at you. And let me say this also. Sometimes healing is not a choice that you that you made. It is a choice that you made, but it was a choice you made before you got here. It was an agreement you made with God and the universe that you would come here on this earth, because earth is a big, it's a school. We learn all of our lessons here, as spiritual beings having human experiences. But you agree to it, and you come and you do whatever it is you agree to, and then you out this piece. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you might think, oh my God, why is all this happening to me? And what is going on? Right now, when I have something that start happening and start getting on my nerves, how about I be like, you agree to this, Sean? Go ahead, handle it. You agree to this. This is your path. This is your fight. You agree to it. Go ahead and handle that, and move on to the next phase or whatever you got to move to. So, some of you were chosen. Some of you chose the path that you are on. And once you get clear with that and you understand that, you can face certain shit that happen in your life so much easier. Like you know, people, you can't even holler, why me? You just begin to say, why not me? God built me for this. So now when certain things happen with me, and I have certain things that I think about that I went through in my life, I'm not saying it in a prideful way, but I get proud because I'm like, damn, I did that. And I was able to do it. I lived through it. I learned a lesson. And that shit was pretty dope. You get through stuff, and like I said, it seemed like it's hard as fuck at the time. I'm looking at my timer. But you seem like you will never get through it. But trust and believe me, you will. You will. I thank God for my life. And maintaining the attitude of gratitude and being happy. Even if deep down inside and you don't show it on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to go through that. And like I said, nobody can dictate how the hell you're supposed to feel and how you can react to this, that, and other. But you just owe it to yourself to remain grateful for your life. Because no matter what the fuck you face, you done made it. I've faced death twice. In the past, I'll say 3 to 4 years. And these things came up to me because they had to come out. In tarot, there's a card called the death card. And the death card uses about rebirth. It's about being born anew. It's about ending to something and a starting to something else. So that's exactly what it is. You know, I just think about all the things that I've come through, and not only the facing death and having certain sicknesses to come up and all that stuff that I have overcome to a degree. Just thinking about some of the other things that factor in, the physicalities that happen, the things that happen with finances, the things that happen. I mean, I thought I was getting my ass kicked for no reason. But it all happened for my highest good. And I was just like, at the end, and I look at it now, and I am in a totally different headspace than I was in before. It's like, damn, I see why I went through all that to get to where I am now. So, and I look forward to growing more. I look forward to advancing more. I'm happy to be a 45-year-old woman who has overcome a lot of things, and I am now able to face life different and can keep a smile on my face. I ain't gonna say I smile every single damn day because I can be mean sometimes. But But deep down inside, I'm like, damn, and I have begun to definitely express that gratitude to God and the universe so much, because I really am. I'm grateful, y'all, for what I've come through and I've made it through. And I'm grateful that I can still have a heart to love, even though some of the things I went through broke my heart. Broke it, literally. Broke it. But I'm glad that I'm able to smile and be here behind all this stuff. And I'm able to share what a lot of people are probably going through right now, to share it, to be able to help somebody. Even if people not going through it, you may be going through it soon. So you can come back and look at this video and say, well, Shantia said it. So I'm glad to be able to be able to get to this point, because it is to help somebody else get through their situation. So that's pretty much it, y'all. Whenever I make videos, I be like, oh Lord, my brain move faster than my mouth do. So I be like, I hope I said everything I was supposed to say. But anyway, whatever. I think y'all get the gist of it. And I'm here. If y'all got a question about something, whatever it may be, if you don't feel comfortable coming, inbox me and just ask. If I'm able to answer your question, I will ask it. I will answer it. But if I cannot, I may find somebody who can for you. And I'm straight up. I'll be like, I don't know. I can't tell you that one. But a lot of times when I tell people that, that's because Spirit wants you and God wants you to seek that answer within yourself. Okay? So that's it, y'all. I hope this helps out a little bit, and I'll come back like on another video and kind of break down a little bit more. There's a couple other things that I know Spirit want me to put out there about healing, because I know there's a lot of people that's going through it and they are about to go through it, and it can be a bumpy ride, a real roller coaster. And yeah, so, but thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all later, and love y'all. Bye.